TF,
We judge.
In today's episode, we're going to react to Percy Jackson memes. Woo!
Yay!
Okay, so just a little bit of intro on what Percy Jackson is. It's actually
Story by Rick Riordan.
a story by Rick
A whole
Riordan.
series, actually.
It's actually, we're talking about Percy Jackson in specific, so
Okay,
it's
sure,
like
sure.
5 books.
5 books of the
Five
series.
books,
Okay.
but then it extends to other series as well.
Sure,
But then the
yeah.
main point there is like the 5 books.
Mm.
So I don't know if you remember. Do you remember?
I remember.
Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, something of Titan one, and then the second one is Battle of Labyrinth and the Last Olympians.
Last one.
Yeah, I remember all of them.
I just remember the colors.
Yeah, I also remember blue, green, red, purple, blue.
Yellow. Last Olympians yellow.
Blue for me.
Or maybe because there's an English version and there's the American version.
Oh, I
slightly
mean,
different. Hey.
Hey, okay. So like, yeah, basically, the idea is the main character or like the characters in
the whole book
are mostly half-bloods or demigods, as they call it, where one of their parent is a Greek god / Roman god, whichever one. They are actually the same, actually. And then the other half is a human, yeah, whether the female or the male, whichever part it is. But yes, don't ask us how it happens. It's going to spoil a lot of things. Just,
enjoy.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna react to memes today.
Yeah. So this is the book 1. It says here, Annabeth said, if you're a child of Aphrodite, you're probably not a real powerful force. And then Piper laughs in charm speak.
Wait, do you pronounce it Aphrodite or Aphrodite?
Aphrodite.
Really?
Aphrodite for me.
I pronounce it Aphrodite, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, we both know what it is, so Aphrodite. But yeah, Piper was the daughter of Aphrodite, which is the goddess of love. Yeah, and then love and romance.
And more.
But then
we gotta keep it explicit
PG.
enough.
And then, like, laughs in charm speak, meaning like she's able to charm her way through, like, her abilities is that she's able to
charisma her way.
Yeah, charisma her way. Charisma her way through and, get what she would want.
And that's what I teach on the podcast.
Yeah, in
charm
a
your
way.
way through.
Yeah, in a way, if you listen to our interaction dynamic series, then you would learn to charm your way through as well.
Annabeth, you don't know enough.
Yeah, come on. You gotta lower that Athena
ego.
Pride in you, yeah.
Athena ego.
Yeah. Okay. Which god would you want as a parent? I would love to have Hades. How we view the sea. How Percy views the sea. Jumping speed, strength, night vision.
Stats.
I have to agree. It actually, if for me, I pretty much love the sea more than the sky.
Alright.
But then in a way, you're more scared of the sea. Don't you think so? Like, how they say there are still like 97% of the sea that is not yet discovered. And the idea of it just really freaks you out. Like, you don't know what's going out.
Freaks you out.
Shut up. I mean, who's not freaked out? Like, you don't know what kind of beast or sea monster is.
It means there's more for us to study, to learn.
Okay, I mean, agreed, but then it's still scary.
Okay. The fear of the unknown is pretty scary.
Yeah,
understandable.
Yeah.
So you personally would wish if you were a demigod, Poseidon would be a go-to?
Yeah, more of either Poseidon or Athena.
Fair.
Yeah. I feel like who is it? Artemis. Artemis is also quite admirable, but except the fact that she swore to be.
She doesn't have children, but you can be part of the
hunters. The hunters. Hunters. I mean, I remember they were called hunters though. She swore to be a maiden forever. Exactly. There was something that I was like, she doesn't need no man. Hey. That was something that I was impressed with. For Athena, it was more because she's a female, like the idea of like being pregnant or anything. But then Athena, she doesn't give birth. It's more like they are born from like
imagination,
and they just, yeah. Remember the part where where Percy was asking how Annabeth was born.
Yeah, and then
were you born like in full clad armor out of like so? And then Annabeth was like, "Are you serious? Are you sure you want me to like
explain everything.
Explain in detail?" And then it was like, never mind.
The main point was, so you do have a belly button, right?
Yeah.
Checks. Yeah, I do.
That is actually true. If we can like get to the bottom of this, I would want to know too. But yeah. What about you? What god?
Oh, I actually have a very niche favorite. You remember Aeolus?
Not very,
The
but
Greek
then
the Greek god and king of all winds.
Oh, I remember the one who controlled during the last Olympian
Yes.
battle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the blue lights, was it?
That one was Boreas.
Oh,
I mean,
got
Boreas
confused
is
by them.
understandable because there are four wind gods, and Aeolus being slightly
Hyperion
different.
was also one of it.
Yes, Hyperion
Yeah,
was one of them.
Hyperion was one of it. Like, if you need context, like you have to read the book. So sorry if you don't understand. It's a very long story to actually talk about. So you have to maybe pause it, go read the book, then come back. But yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah, I really enjoy wind,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, because wind is almost like the great composition of the whole earth itself. I wouldn't want to be on the level of Zeus because
Oh no.
egomaniac.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
And that's like a big neglect for your mom. So I'm like, Aeolus seems like a cool niche god to actually be like this godly figure as a dad. And to control the winds is to control a lot of atoms to begin with, or particles, you know. So yeah, that really entices me to almost anything like levitation, what's it called, illusions, temperature control, and all the sciencey fancy stuff.
Coming from an INTJ.
What can I say?
Okay.
Right,
Annabeth is my sister now. Your godly parent is Athena. Good work. Based on your responses, you have been claimed by Poseidon. Go ahead and make yourself at home in cabin 6. Train well. Don't forget to brush your teeth occasionally. And try not to get sent on a quest. They tend to shorten your lifespan. Your activities director, Chiron.
Wait, what?
I think that there's a bit of like confusion.
Yeah, there's confusion.
You have been claimed by Poseidon, but your godly parent is Athena. I mean, regardless.
Good for you.
Okay, congrats. My name is Hazel. Is Hazel? No joke. This is gonna get awkward. Your godly parent is Hades. Good work. You've been claimed by Hades. Go ahead and use cabin 13. Train well. Don't forget brush.
It's the same.
This seems very Chiron like. You know how like Chiron always have like the same template for all his letters and everything.
So much for the great mentor.
I mean, he's a mentor of so many Greek gods. I wouldn't be surprised if he rather just change the name, and then just prints everything out, and he's just like, okay, done. Let me just
carry on.
Yeah. Okay. Characters that are the same person according to the TLT musical. Oh, there's a musical?
I have no idea.
Okay. Never mind. Oh, title: Beach Boys, City Girls, Mountain Goats. This is the trio from Percy Jackson. That is true. So in a way they are referring to Percy Jackson, who's Beach Boy, a son of Poseidon, and then City Girl, which is Athena. Yeah, Annabeth, daughter of Athena, Annabeth, and Mountain Goats, which is
the satyr Grover.
Yeah, Grover.
Hey, Grover, my man.
I'm gonna say Grover is so cool. I like how he's sometimes like panicking, but then at the same time, when you see him, I feel like he gives you a sense of growth, and like he's like kind of wise actually in a way. Just that sometimes you still do panic.
Yes, exactly.
Being wise and being able to still be innocent and yourself, like not every wise person is able to be calm all the time. Like maybe you're not very there yet.
Yeah.
But then in a way, you shouldn't measure wisdom by just your actions, yeah.
Yeah, Grover is a really good example of just us humans in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, just growing along the way and that haunts us every now and then because he couldn't save Clarice back then. That still haunts him.
Wait, when was that again? Oh, Battle of Labyrinth.
Battle of Labyrinth.
Was it Battle?
Oh no,
of
not Clarice. Clarice is the daughter of Ares. The daughter
Talia.
of Talia. Yes, Talia. My bad.
When they are with Annabeth, Talia, and Luke. Luke.
He couldn't save Talia, and Talia had to sacrifice herself as the barriers and whatnot.
Yeah, and she became a tree.
And she became a tree, and then somehow she became back alive. So
yeah,
I wonder why.
There's a bit of spoiler, but then like the
shush.
Okay, fine. I will just shush. All right. Okay. On to the next one. Daily meme. Let's go. Luke tries to destroy Olympus because he feels neglected by the gods. Hermes.
Whoops.
That is true. You remember like in the last Olympian part, where like everything has settled, the war was over, and then they were trying to award Percy for what he did.
Yeah.
And what Percy did was really like, bam!
Outstanding.
He did really well. Like Athena said, even though he hates Percy, he really hates Percy because of like the Poseidon and Athena thing. But then like Athena said, we have been unwise, like we have been of a fool to ignore our children when they could have been a great asset to you.
Yep.
That's why they say like children are actually a very big asset.
It is.
I mean, not only in just their world lah, but even for us.
In our world as well, yeah.
Yeah, it really is a big asset because children, you see, a lot of times children.
They're a blank sheet of paper.
Yes, I always say that, you know, like children, they are a blank sheet of paper, and it is up to the parents and the environment and the people they mix around with to fill in colors to draw something in it. So it really affects how, I wouldn't say how good, but then like
it just affects your growth.
Yeah, it just affects your growth because you can't really say like good parenting or bad parenting. Everyone is different. Is different. Number one, everyone are parents for the first time, so
there's a lot of learning.
Yeah, there's a lot of learning in the progress. That the parenting will be something that we will discuss in the future.
And in the meantime, work on yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
And check out more memes.
Hey, way to go to promote though.
Let's go.
Okay. Hera being a troll before it was cool. Annabeth leading a happy, intestinally challenged cow-free life. Hey, that is so poor, like poor Annabeth.
Yeah.
Like imagine being chased by cows everywhere you go, and you know, typical cows, they leave presents and bombs everywhere they go. So
a fascinating little world.
Yeah, but I feel like Hera is being petty as well, though.
Yeah, because she's one of the elder children as well.
Yeah, one of the elders.
Yeah, one of the elders, and then Zeus being the youngest one. So I guess Zeus influenced her to be petty as well.
Zeus. But then again, Zeus is like they are husband and wife. You are aware, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Zeus and
family love.
I have
no
comment on that. Yeah. Okay. To be honest, she's the most underrated out of the 7. Heroes of Olympus meme. Piper McLean is so underrated and deserves more appreciation.
I think she's done her part.
Yeah.
Because in the end, her contribution towards the entire book is there.
Yeah.
Just not significant enough. It was enough to drive the plot point, but not enough to change the war. Yeah, definitely. I mean, in a story, you'll definitely have this kind of characters. Yes. So yeah, you can't really like you can't really like put everyone as a main character because then the plot would be different and too saturated all over the place. Then you're gonna have like those I don't know if you know like those Hokkien dramas where there are like thousands of episodes and like it has been going on for like 3 years
and then it runs at like 2 hours every day, and it's still ongoing for 3 years, like from the grandmother until the like the 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 very grandchildren and everything. Okay. He has a huge plot armor though, on the verge of death. This is fine, Percy.
Yeah, sounds about right. Then again, this might be all of us.
If you know, you know. But then the thing is, this is us because, like, especially us in particular, we have to like run the podcast in a way, and then we have our class, and then me being a teacher, and then you having to do whatever you have to do as well as So
don't make it sound like what I do is not important. Come on.
I'm not saying it's not important, but yeah, that's the
juggling
thing.
of responsibilities.
Yeah, literally that's the main point.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Nancy, you silly goose. Grover, will you please stop putting your lunch in my hair? Nancy Bobofit. No, I don't think I will. she's so annoying though. Like the first time I read the story, I was like, Nancy Bobofit is
That's what makes the story a bit more interesting. You
That
get
is
these fun characters every now and then, just like life where you meet all those fun people.
I have to agree.
Fun, troublesome people, but yeah.
Yeah. Poseidon isn't such a good guy. The Medusa story explained in Percy Jackson. The Medusa story in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. I mean, we're not very, very 100% sure of like
what is the original story.
Yeah, but then like in a way,
dark.
It's pretty dark. Like the Greek, I feel like all
Greek mythology,
all kind of mythology are pretty much just messed up at some point.
Yeah.
That's what makes them mythologies. Okay, imagine studying Greek mythology in school. Greek mythology, playing God of War, watching Clash of Titans, reading Percy No, it's serious though. I didn't know anything about Greek mythology before. But then like once I started reading Percy Jackson, like my knowledge just suddenly just it's like taking a straight up until the top, and then it's like,
hey, we're there.
Yeah, so it's like a two-in-one.
Have you done all three, at least the three of them? Because we don't study mythology in school.
No, I don't play games. I haven't played any of them.
Isn't a game.
Clash of Titans.
Is a movie.
Oh no, I haven't watched that either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a sucker for action movies, so.
Then again, when it comes to the cinematics, it's quite poorly done for Clash of the Titans.
Oh.
Yeah, in a cinematography perspective, from a story writing perspective, it was horrible. Horrible.
Oh, so it's not recommended for you. You don't recommend it, huh?
Yeah, I'd highly say you can watch it, provided you are ready for happy little accidents.
What?
Bob Ross, happy little accidents.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, God of War is an interesting game by itself, though the mythology is completely flipped on its head.
Oh, okay.
So it's completely inaccurate to begin with, though they are purposefully playing with the idea that it's inaccurate. So it does make it a bit fun. Like in the series, how Helios was actually part of the Olympians instead of Apollo. Yeah. And then there's Hades, who's a big rough dude that doesn't talk. And then there's because the original character in the game is Kratos and his brother being Deimos, but Deimos is clearly a god to begin with, not a demigod like Kratos was. So it's just playing the Greek mythology on its head.
Yeah.
And they are just continuing because it's wrong to begin with, so you have nothing to judge. Which is something I appreciate more than Clash of Titans, where the Clash they tried to make it accurate, but they wanted to do for the cinematography and it looks good on screen, when it turned out as a big little happy mistake.
The way you said it though. Okay, last one. I would have loved to watch Percy do that. Nancy Bobofit. Percy pushed me. Percy, who had no idea that he could control water.
Which one was this again?
This is the first one. The Lightning Thief. When he was so mad at Nancy Bobofit that he actually his emotions like bursted, and it lead to Nancy Bogofee was sitting at the fountain, and it just the water just pushed her into there's a force that pushed into the water. And yeah, that's when everything started.
Nice.
Yeah. So that has been Percy Jackson memes today. That's a I feel it's a good topic. We could have done more, but then yeah.
We can learn the morals of Greek mythology.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, there are things to pick up from every thing that you see, everything that you hear, so everything that you read. So yeah. Anyways,
in the meantime,
in TF, we
we judge.
judge.